What's the word? What's the word, man? Y'all know what it is. It's another Temp Check Tuesdays. It's another Temp Check Tuesdays, which means this 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, man. We got one of the greats, you know what I'm saying? The Black Widow herself, Shuni the rapper, will be on the channel tonight, man. Super excited about this. We're going to be talking about, obviously, the good, the bad, and the ugly from, you know what I'm saying, Chrome 23 anniversary card against Hustle, you know, to the resurgence, her versus Shotgun, Suge, to even her having a upcoming battle against Cash Flow on Pandemic Bullpen card, April 16th, I do believe. So, no, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about, but I don't want to waste no time, man. Let's get straight into it. So, y'all remember Kings versus Queens, right? And you know, shout out to Nunu, shout out Jay Mills, even though they was crucifying you with that first Sunday suit on you had on, my boy. That suit had not seen a tailor in many moons. It like you lost a smooth 30 and then decided to put that suit on. So you got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. But, man, let's talk about it. So, Kings versus Queens going down, you know what I'm saying? You got Nunu with commentary, and the topic transitions to Sue Surf, and obviously Free to Wave. Obviously, we want to support him and things of that nature. But you know, Nunu is someone who I consider to not only be one of Sue Surf's biggest advocates, I really consider him to be an extension of of him. So far as what she says, anything about Sue Surf, you gotta typically believe it, because one, she's, you know what I'm saying, she very close with Sue Surf. She's very close with his mother. You see that interaction. You see that's genuine. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Sue Surf's mother pull up on Nunu's lives and say what's up and give flowers, and it's been reciprocated. Additionally, you know how Sue Surf feels about the URL. He's a URL baby. And so is Nunu. So is Nunu. But when she made the statement she did during commentary saying that Sue Surf no longer had a manager and that Quad wasn't sending packages, it was hard to glance over. I'm not gonna lie to you, because if you know anything about Sue Surf and you know anything about Quad, Quad Bellamy is allegedly at this point Sue Surf's former manager. And I was in the spaces with Black Compass yesterday. So shout out to Black Compass. You know what I'm saying? Obviously the big speaker Cola, Polo. I know Tone Bro was in there, but you know what I'm saying? He was getting to the money. But they also had the homie Alex in there. Alex is very close with Sue Surf. Talks to Sue Surf. He says on a daily basis. What's the word? I know this ain't verb. What's the word? Verb? Hey man, I tried to send them your way because I know you be cooking on the set, man. You know, hey man, we don't want no smoke over here. We friends of the set. What we need to do to support you, just let me know. But you see what is going down with Kwa and the statement that Nunu says that he ain't his manager. He not representing Sue Surf no more. That's a little alarming and a little shocking, because we've seen their names coincide with each other for so long. We've seen that when you see Sue Surf, you see Quad. When you see Quad, you see Sue Surf. But when you behind that wall, things can change fairly quickly. Things can change fairly quickly. And, you know, there's an expectation, if you're a part of Sue Surf's camp, and I didn't tag you, I didn't gave you the R&B medallion, you know, that stands for the Raw Brunch. It's certain things. I know Sue Surf is a tactical man. He's a methodical man. I believe there's certain things he put in place that if I was ever to be locked up, if I was ever to be sent away for a certain period of time, there's a series of events that should be going off. There's a series of events that should be going off. Everybody has a job to play. Nunu, you know what you need to do. Moms, you know you gotta hold me down. You gotta hold my daughter down. Quiet. I need you to keep the business running. I need you to keep the business running. So we've seen, you know what I'm saying, Quad has been someone who in past has been able to update us with what's going on with Sue Surf. I'm looking at Quai's Twitter right now, and one of the tweets that he has pinned is from October 14th in 2022. He says, "2 calls I'll never forget from Surf. Him calling me as he was bleeding out from being shot, and now him FaceTiming me and telling me he loved me, and it's over." And that got the spot surrounded, and I could hear the feds shouting his name. So if he Oh, you want to debate? Okay. Okay. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You let me know. OG, you let me know how we gonna rock. You let me know how we gonna rock with this. So you see the closeness, you see the history of their relationship. But what you've seen, I guess, in days past, what Sue Surf has seen in days past and months past since he's been locked up, is maybe Quai is not living up to the expectations that he has for him. Now, I'll say this. When Sue Surf war with somebody, it don't matter how close they were, you know what I'm saying, prior to the falling out. Once you falling out with Sue Surf, it's gloves off. I seen the way he was talking to Cola. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's to the ceiling with him. He don't spare no punches. He's willing to say whatever and to whoever. And you know what I'm saying? That can lead you down a slippery slope, because in moments of angst, in moments of turmoil, in moments of frustration, you can say and do things that you know what I'm saying, you might not take back, but you might have to walk back. You might have to recorrect. But with Nunu and Alex coming out and saying that they talked to Surf, and Surf is saying no, it's green light on Quai right now. He's not upholding his end of the bargain as my friend, as my brother. He's not doing the things I feel he needs to be doing as far as communicating. Now, when Nunu says she ain't getting Surf ain't getting no packages from him, and Alex is saying that all the money that if you sent Quai the money, that Sue Surf has received none of that. If you sent him support from Quai through Quai, he's seen none of that. I think that's very alarming. I think that is, you know what I'm saying, that's unfortunate. Now, Quai is someone who, you know what I'm saying, he's a religious man, someone who is observing Ramadan right now. And in the midst of this adversity, he's not going to say nothing. And I think that's the best thing to say. Let everybody else, you know what I'm saying, as media, we're going to report on what was said, because, again, Nunu brought it up during the event. Sue Surf came and spoke on it very briefly in the spaces with Black Compass Media. And so I'm bringing y'all the news as it was delivered to me. But this is what I do say. I want to see the debate pull up on the set. Oh, is he live right now? Is he live? Is he live right now? As a manager, I'm gonna read. He said Quai got a family to take care of too. I'm sure people got to stop blaming that man. And that's the other side of the coin. You know what I'm saying? Again, when Sue Surf goes away, there's a big gap. There's a big hole in that circle of business that everybody has to fill. But we don't know what Quai is going through personally in his life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the shopbellamybrand.com, and I'm going to the website. There's no raw brunch on there, but there's also no other products on there. And I know that they're saying like there's no merch for sale, that Sue Surf isn't selling merch right now. But could it be that Quai's putting, you know what I'm saying, other steps in motion that we don't know about, maybe that Sue Surf doesn't know about, that could, you know what I'm saying, maybe help legitimize what Quai's trying to do? What's up? He said he live. Hey, I appreciate that. No, he live at noon. No, I'm gonna pull up over there. You know what I'm saying? Anytime OG, you know what I'm saying, he want to debate, we can definitely talk about it. No, that's a fact. But you know, everybody's kind of condemning Quai, coming down on Quai, and Quai's pretty much took this, I don't want to say necessarily a vow of silence, but he's not speaking on this particular subject at this time. So what I can say is that Nunu and that Alex have both come out and said that if you want to support Sue Surf, if you want to send money, letters to Sue Surf, get in contact with them. Nunu's even said that she was willing to put his contact, Sue Surf contact information out publicly. I think that would definitely help this situation because I don't. If I was going to support Sue Surf and I want to support Sue Surf, I'd rather go directly to him with that support. I don't want to have a middleman where what I'm saying things can be misplaced, things can be forgotten about. These are the what I'm saying. That's not where I want to be with it. I want to. If I do something, if I give him a monetary amount, I want to say, boom, whether that's $100, $500, $25, $10. I want to say he knows that's from Temp. He knows that's from my channel, my support to him. If I send a letter, I want that to go directly to him. I think what's going on is, again, these days turn into weeks. These weeks turn into months. What's up, troll baby? What's the word? What's up, Think Tank? Pretty Tamar. You know what I'm saying, guys? And I see y'all, K-Shine Lawyer. I see y'all in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me this month. Be Addict, you right. Like you said, man. Kawhi got a family too to take care of. I'm sure people got to stop blaming him for that. And that's another thing. At the end of the day, it's only one person that is obligated. There's one person that is required. Everything else is a, you know what I'm saying? We hope you do this. We want you to do this. But it's only one person that's required to take care of Sue Surf's family, and that's Sue Surf. And when you behind that wall, that limits what you can do. That limits, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, how far your support can go, how far your reach can go. And at that point in time, you do have to rely upon others in your circle of trust, in your system, to pick up the slack where need be. It's going to be a very interesting story. It's going to be a very interesting story to hear the other side. I wouldn't mind doing that interview. I wouldn't mind sitting down with Kawhi and talking to him, to be perfectly honest, because you know what I'm saying, everybody has an opinion on this, and at the end of the day, I think everybody wants the best for Sue Surf, whatever that outcome is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to see him come home, and he speaks to that, and he talks about coming home as he should, because you know what I'm saying, I haven't been behind that wall for an extended period of time, but I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying, these type of engagements with Black Compass, these type of interactions with Nunu, with all his supporters, with all his fans, these are the type of interactions he needs in order to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? In order to keep his mental tight, keep him focused on getting out and what he wants to do. When he gets out, he's talking about things he wants to do. Once he's released, he wants to get Midnight Madness back going. We're gonna have a conversation about him and Easy the Block Captain and gun titles too. I think I'm gonna say that for tomorrow, because you know what I'm saying, I'm seeing a lot of different I would say perspectives when it comes to what Easy the Block Captain is doing, you know what I'm saying, from the leaders of gun titles, but that's a different conversation for a different day. You know, that, and I'll say this. I'll definitely say this. All that is a very great point. All this being public is nasty work. But because Sue Surf is also a public figure and people genuinely want to support him, want to know what's going on, what's the latest updates, they've confided in Kawhi, because he's been, for as long as I've been in battle rap, and long as I've known about Sue Surf, that's been his right hand man. That's been the person that we could go to. You know what I'm saying? Again, that man got a call from Sue Surf when he got shot. He got a call from Sue Surf when the feds were surrounding him and they was about to take him in. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, Sue Surf had a level of trust, had a very big level of trust with Kawhi. And so it's just an unfortunate event, man. I really hope, like I said, I understand when Sue Surf gets mad, he's willing to say whatever. He's willing to say whatever. And one thing we know about Nunu, she's not going to jump unless Sue Surf tells her to jump. When it comes to speaking on Sue Surf's business, and she even took it a step farther, because, you know, again, people fall out with each other all the time. This is a very stressful situation. So she said, in the event that me and Sue Surf have a falling out, I will then forward the information to give you direct contact to how you can support Sue Surf if I am no longer in that role. But as it stands right now, I'm in that role of advocacy. I'm in that role of really being the mouthpiece for Sue Surf beyond, you know what I'm saying, these phone calls that we love to see that he gets with Black Compass, beyond the tweets that he's able to put out, that level of communication every few days. He said, we only know what is speculated and talked about publicly. Could be more to it. I think there's a lot more to it. I absolutely think there's a lot more to it. I just think it's one of those opportunities where You know, everybody says when things is going good and everybody's on the outside and we drinking champagne and we eating fresh strawberries in the morning and life is good and we going to battle rap events and we going to concerts and we doing rolling loud. When things is good, it's very easy to say I'm gonna always be there for you. I'm gonna always be there for you. I'm gonna always have your back. But I can tell you in personal situations where I've had to say that, but then something greater in my personal life overtakes what I was supposed to do. Yeah, we do it all the time. So if you get into a situation when it's my family or your family, there's a hierarchy that goes with everything. And for me, I gotta make sure me and mine is good. I gotta make sure I'm in a stable place to be able to support whatever you got going, and make sure that I'm in a sustainable enough place to then go out and spread out my resources and to allow myself to be able to support that what you're doing and support your personal endeavors, because it's very hard to keep someone else's dreams going when they're not the one that is the catalyst for it, when they're not the one that's really. He said no, Tim. So again, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. If we do know that there was a point in time when Sue Surf got locked up that Sue Surf had he had apparel, he had merchandise. They're saying, Nunu's saying, Alex is saying, Sue Surf hasn't come out and said anything pertaining to it. And I think that's where I'm at with it. Like, I don't want to put words in Sue Surf's mouth pertaining to this very sensitive subject. But if he's not receiving any of the funds, if he's not receiving any of the financial support and the financial backing earned that's been accumulated off the production and the selling of this merchandise, of course that's out of pocket. Of course that's out of pocket, but we also don't know that to be 100% true. We only know what Nunu's brought to the table. We only know what Alex has brought to the table. Now, again, they're so close with Sue Surf that you gotta believe it to an extent. When they're saying when they're bringing serious allegations like no one is supporting his mother, no one is supporting his daughter. You know what I'm saying? That makes your bad dream a nightmare. It might be a bad dream to be behind that wall, but then when your responsibilities, when you know your family is at risk, when you know your family is in danger and they're not living the life that they could not be living the life that they're accustomed to. They could not be living the life that they're accustomed to. That takes your bad dream and turns it into a nightmare for sure. For sure. So it's gonna be a lot to come out with this story here in the coming days. I'm very interested to see what Qua comes out and says. I'm really just hoping this is just a falling out between brothers. You know what I'm saying? Relationships they can be good one day and bad the next. So I'm hoping that this is that, and that this is not everything that we are to believe that it is right now, that Sue Surf isn't getting the money earned from the merchandise, that he isn't getting the financial offerings and support that have been given to him and been sent to him from battle rap fans, from mainstream media fans. That's that, you know what I'm saying? Again, that turns a bad night into a nightmare for sure. What's good? Oh man, y'all. Hey, is this the set too? Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Is this the set too? I see everybody. You know what I'm saying? I see a couple people putting that in there. But let's get to this Charlie Clips, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I guess you know what I'm saying. I'll be on Verb Show here in a couple hours, so let me get some work done so I have a good jump start on my day. But Charlie Clips, man, can we be honest about Charlie Clips? His last 3 battles, Calico, Danny Myers, and now Jazz the Rapper. What is going on with Charlie Clips? Like, I really think so. One thing that I know that we've appreciated over the years when it comes to Charlie Clips is his freestyles, and his ability to freestyle. But that should never be the foundation of your battle rap ability is freestyling. Oh man, I appreciate it. No, I definitely appreciate. Hey, that's my dog. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you gotta acknowledge the support, man. That's why you gotta acknowledge the support, man. Shout out Verb, man. Shout out to the set, man, for sure. But this is what I was again. When it comes to clips, I think we are in a new era of battle rap where, although we appreciate freestyle, it should not be the foundation of your rounds. That's not what we here for. That's not what we here for. And I appreciate everybody. If you're from the set, man, and you're new to the channel, man, subscribe. We got Shuni the rapper tonight. She'll be here 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my brother Deadass talking. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. But definitely shout out to the set, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up on me for sure, man. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That mean Verb know that who hold it down in the morning time. So I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Verb, no, man. I'm out here working in the morning time. He hold down at lunchtime. I got the morning time. St. Louis is just everywhere. We trying to cover the board. I ain't gonna lie to you. We trying to cover it across the board. I ain't gonna lie to you. But when it come to clips, and I see what y'all are saying. The clips is just being clips, but clips didn't get goaded by doing this though. Clips didn't get goaded by doing this though. By freestyling entire rounds, by flicking off the crowd, by throwing temper tantrums on stage. That's how he got his GOAT status. One of the things I appreciate about Verb is not someone who rests on his laurels. He's not someone who, you know what I'm saying, talks about, even though obviously he has such a decorated history and such a decorated resume, he doesn't just rely on that. He's still catching fades in 2023. He's still catching fades in 2022. You know what I'm saying? And when he show up, no matter if you like the material or not, he's giving you 3 rounds of consistency. That to me is GOAT standard. Like Charlie Clips is a GOAT from what he did, his resume, what he did in the past. But right now, no, the boy is ass. Right now, Charlie Clips is ass. And it's unfortunate to see because at some point in time, we got to keep it real with ourselves. At some point in time, it's just like Jordan with the Wizards. Nobody want to talk about Jordan playing with the Wizards, but he did. He did play with the Wizards, and it wasn't a pretty sight. So Charlie Clips, you need to make a decision, sir. I think you do. Because everybody now they're trying to say, oh, man, just give him easy to block captain. You know he's going to care about that. Why do you think that? Why do you think he's going to care about that? He didn't care about the Jazz battle. He lost to Danny not once, not twice, but 3 times. He got emotional in the Calico battle. I think this is a new age of battle rap. And he's taking his legend status and think it applies to new age battle rap, and it don't. I put it out on Twitter. I said on Twitter, I would rather see Easy to Block Captain versus Jazz than see Easy to Block Captain versus Charlie Clips. I would. I'm not gonna lie to you. Clips haven't been here in a while for real. Honestly, he's stuck on that wilding out rapping, and people don't want lack of effort in battles. That's now, you know what I'm saying? It's about the effort. If you gotta freestyle your way out of a battle, cool. But you freestyling your way into battles. You literally, we are seeing you look around the stage for something to talk about. When Clips wanted someone, has he ever disappointed us? Bruh, he called out, how many times did he call out Jazz? You battled Danny Myers twice. After the second one, you ain't gotta battle him a 3rd time. You don't. I'm sorry, but anytime you get in a ring with somebody, it goes on your resume. It counts for something. I'm not in the business of deciphering whether you care about this more than you care about that. I'm in the business of watching the battle and assessing it how you perform. And to me, that battle, that performance that Charlie Clips had was the worst of his career. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT of GOATs to a lot of people. And this is what he's giving us. But we'll sit here and not give someone like Danny Myers his flowers. Who cares? I care. That's what I'm talking about. What is you talking about? Temp, do you feel, shout out Troll Baby, man. He said, do you feel Clips is doing too much stand-up instead of battle rapping? I think what has happened is Clips, I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on with Clips because this ain't it. Clips gave us one bad battle. Oh, no, he didn't. Are you serious? You didn't see, you weren't in the building for Redemption 2. You didn't see Clips versus Danny Myers. You didn't see Calico versus Clips. So, no, he did not just give us one bad performance. He did not just give us two bad performances. This is his third time around. But yet you want arguably the best battle rapper right now in battle rap? Why? You legitimately just came off the stage with arguably the most consistent female battle rapper, or one of the most consistent female battle rappers, and got 30. 30. Clips beat Cal 3. Are you serious? Or you playing? You playing? You playing? You playing right now? You playing with me right now, Shiesty? I see what you're trying to do, Shiesty. You're not gonna get me there, my boy. You're not gonna get me there, my boy. But all I'm saying is this: we need to be able to hold battle rappers accountable for what they do on this, at these battles, what they do at these events, and adjust accordingly. We need to adjust accordingly. Again, I think my boy said it. Dobson said it. It's the if factor. So when y'all talk about Twerk and the if factor with choking, but he ain't choked in about 5-6 battles in a row. But you don't talk about the if factor with Clips if he really cares about this battle, if he really wants the battle. We don't do the same thing. That's what I'm trying to. We got to establish a level of consistency. Everybody play by the same rules. That shit is sad, bro. That shit is real sad. Like that's when we go to our jobs, these battle rappers are getting paid, you know what I'm saying, tens of thousands of dollars, right? When we go to our job, we cannot do a worse performance than what we did 6 months ago and think we're gonna get a raise. How does that work? How does that work? Beating up, but he winning though. You can call him what you want, but he winning though. He should have body jazzed the way she came out, but he came like it was disheartening to see Charlie's Clips perform against Jazz, because now that takes away from what Jazz is trying to do. Because when we go back and think about this battle, we're gonna be like, oh, Charlie Clips wasn't even playing for real. And then for you to do an interview with 15 Minutes of Fame and tell 15 Minutes of Fame that you thought Kings and Queens is just for fun. Are you serious? Are you serious? I get it. You got the Wizards jersey on. This is Jordan with the Wizards. I get it. You got your Washington Wizards jersey on. You got your Copper 17s, and you just going out there for the check. But also understand, we're going to judge you accordingly. We are absolutely going to judge you accordingly. He said, "No, Tim, we really giving Jazz that battle with fake angles when we killed T-Top for it." Look, man, I'm there to appreciate the battles. Coffee said, you know what I'm saying, Twerk was a shrimp, and then she said she was doing other acts with him. You can't be both respectfully. You can't be both respectfully. That's all I'm saying. And that has nothing to do with effort. His angles got nothing to do with his effort. He's not writing, and it's clear. And then when we finally showing you love, because here's the thing, you think you're supposed to walk into there and everybody's supposed to just start clapping for you, and you don't gotta. This is a brand new era of battle rap. I feel like every 6 months battle rap is injected with a surge of new battle rap fans, and you cannot rest on the laurels of what you did years ago. It's getting to the point where we don't even care what you did last year. So why would I care about what you did? You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, when it pertains to judging you in 2023, that has no value for me. I'm just saying. You said Tay Rock is the GOAT. I'm not mad if you say Tay Rock is. I think Tay Rock is the logo for the URL for sure, and probably needs to be the logo for battle rap. I think that highly of what Tay Rock has done. You know what I'm saying? 50 URL battles, over 12 years of just, I mean, moments like crazy. He said, Libra said, what if we found out he did write something, but he felt as if it wouldn't work with the crowd, so he tried to change it up, kind of like Hollow does. Did that change how you see it? I'm gonna say no, because it's a difference if you swapping rounds, but if you swapping rounds because you feel like this round would be better to, you know what I'm saying, to counteract what Jazz does in this round. Okay, cool. But you're literally picking up on things in the battle and talking about them. Like the whole, you know what I'm saying? The Aaliyah, that was a freestyle. She dressed like that. Like how if you can win a battle, cool. But when you lose a battle like that, don't be surprised. I think that's my thing. I was more shocked that he was surprised that the material wasn't going over. We let Clips get away with this all the time. Now he's still letting it go. So that's all he give now. Well, if that's the case, again, nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Take your ass out of battle rap. You doing so many things outside of battle rap. Why come back to battle rap? Throw your Washington Wizards jersey on and give us 12 and 8. Why are you doing that? Because people are picking you off this if factor. And it ain't that what if Jordan plays if he did when he was with the Washington Wizards. It's not what if Jordan plays like once he was getting that first three-peat or once he was doing the second three-peat. That's what we want to see. Like it, I don't know. How do you pick Clips going into his next battle? Let me ask y'all this. How do you pick Clips going into his next battle? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Oh, he's a GOAT. Okay, cool. He can be that. He can absolutely be a GOAT. But how can you legitimately, off his last three performances, pick him to win a battle? That's what we here for. He said, I picked Clips to win off attributes. I don't know what that was. It it was a sacrifice. It was a sacrifice. And I don't know if maybe there's some underlying issues with the URL. So he's just, you know what I'm saying, going out there just doing whatever. But this ain't it. This ain't what I want to see. So I'm gonna get on up out of here though, man. It's about that time. Y'all can catch me in a little bit. Uh I guess I'll be on Verb channel here in a little bit. So you can catch me on the set, man. I appreciate everybody who pulled up today, man. Again, these are just my opinions, these are just my feelings, but obviously I ain't the only one feeling and seeing the same things. So I appreciate that. Again, appreciate Verb, appreciate everybody from the set. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Pull up tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. I got Shuni the rapper coming off of arguably the best performance of her career, given everything that went into that battle against Shotgun Shit, King versus Queens, man. Shout out St. Louis. Shout out my brother Deadass Talk, man. Shout out to the set, man. Y'all know who it is. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto, man. We just getting started. You see it. Pull up, 8 p.m.